What's going on YouTube? My name's Delta-T, or Max, depends which one you kind of prefer, and today I'm going to teach you 5 sounds that are pretty basic and all go by the same principle. The B bass drum, the T hi-hat, F hi-hat, P bass drum, and the D. Because these sounds are the natural sounds that we use in speech and language that we don't really realise that we use. The other sounds like the outward K snare and the inward K and spit snare and all that sort of stuff are unnatural sounds to what we actually use. That's why I'm doing these ones first, because these are the ones that you should be able to pick up the quickest, the easiest, and it's basically the start in a beatboxing. I'm hoping this would be a quick tutorial because it's basically where I started. It's where most beatboxers started, in the basics. So let's go. B. First sound is the bass drum B. To get this sound, you can either do it 2 ways, and it pretty much works the same with every other sound as well. So there's 2 ways to do it. You can either look at a word and use it as a word, or you can just use the letter B and how we pronounce the letter B. So if you go for the word, so you pick a word. Say, word with a couple B's maybe, or just 1 B, really kind of depends, because the whole point of this exercise, is to basically get the raw natural sound of the letter instead of how you pronounce the letter, because people don't go B into their beats. We don't go beat, 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 beat. We go see? So basically, first step is you want to pick a word. I use the word bubble. Bubble works. Bob, same sort of principle. So what you want to do is just consistently say the word bubble with putting emphasis on the B's. Bubble, 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 bubble. If you choose bob, 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 bob. And then, second step after that is basically getting rid of all the sounds that aren't the B sound. So in the word bubble, it would be the U and the LE. In the word bob, it would be the O bit. And after you got that, so you got bubble, 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 bubble. You can see I'm still kind of saying the word bubble, but without the oo and the L. And that's the point you want to kind of get to, because then you feel how it feels to get the out instead. So you go bubble, bubble. And you just force it out with more air, with more pressure, and smack your lips more. Basically the principle. So the second way to look at the B bass drum is if you basically look at the letter B and how we pronounce B. If you wrote down how we pronounce B, you would probably write it as the word B, B-E or B-E-E, depends how you want to be. So, but no pun intended. So basically, B-E, B, B, same principle as the thing with the word bubble, really. So it's B, 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 and then all you need to do is just get rid of that E, E. B, 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 B. But you can still see in my mouth that I'm saying the word B. B, 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 B. I'm just emphasising the B and smacking it, and that's basically what you want to do. Then you want to cut off that E. B, 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 B. And there you go. The B bass drum, complete. T. So for the T hi-hat, it's the same principle. You can either use a word or look at the letter. So if we look at the letter this time instead of the word first, you got T, T, T. If you spell it T-E or even T-A-E, no, that's not the spelling of it. T-E or T-E-A, you can go T, 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 T. So that when you hit your lips against it and go t, 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 T. That's basically what you want to do. You want to T, T, force the T sound out louder and harder. And then you get rid of the E. Same way if you use a word, which is the second way of using the word. I used the word tut when I did it. Tut, 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 tut. See? It may not make sense when you first hear it, but honestly, it is kind of simple. That's why I'm doing this in a quick little tutorial now. So tut, 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 T, 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 T. See what I'm saying? So it's kind of, you force out the letter and you get rid of all the sounds around it because you want to get the raw natural sound of the letter. Because when we say these letters in words, we don't say how we pronounce them. We say the letter T as in T. We say the letter B as in B, but we don't go BRBO or T in the word tut. We say tut. We just use the raw natural sound of it. Tut, bubble. Tut, bubble. So you see what I'm saying? It works that way. Now, so now we got B, and now we got T. Time to move on to the F. F. So with the F hi-hat, basically the same principle. If you want to go for a word, or if you want to go for the letter. So when we say F, 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 take your time. Like with the B and the T as well, you can take your time and really find how that sound is being made. F, F, F. See, so you're getting rid of the that EH at the, because when we pronounce F, we sort of have it as like EHF, if that's how it's spelled, for some weird reason. So F, 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 F. See how it works? You can use it with a word. I use the word fluffy. Fluffy, 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 fluffy. Because when you say fluffy, you actually, fluffy, you actually do the F hi-hat very, very minutely, if you can hear it. Fluffy, fluffy, see? So you can hear that. Fluffy, 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 fluffy. Make sense? Best thing about using T and the F is, I know in some of my routines, you can hear it, that I use T and F hi-hat rolls. Because it's quite nice. When I go like... See, it's quite nice. Because with the F you can do other things, and with the T you can do other things, but that being later tutorials. These are just finding the basic sounds, the raw natural sounds, that's easy to find. Now, onto the P. P. Basically with the P, same thing as the B, the T, and the F. We're using the same principle embedded behind it, is either using the word or how we pronounce the letter and getting rid of the sounds around it to get the sound of just that beatboxing sound, basically. So with P, 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 same thing. It's like spelt P-E-E, like if someone's doing a P. Or if you want to use a word, I use the word pepper. That helped me a lot because it made me go like, and same with bubble, and same with tut, and fluffy. The words kind of help me anyway, get it get the repetition going. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. So if you go P, pepper, 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 pepper. Focus on how you're making that sound out of your lips, and because at the start you might be like P, 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 because I was quiet as well in it. P, 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 P. And basically with time, you just get stronger in your lip muscles. That's the thing. And you're just able to get more power out of it, basically. That's just how it works. Pepper, 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 pepper. Pepper, pepper. And you can hear the difference between me saying pepper and me going bubble. See? Because I know you might have been thinking the P and the B sound similar, but they don't. They actually sound different. The B's got more of a bassy undertone to it. So that's basically the P, because the P is just the same as everything else. So yeah, that's pretty much the P. Now, on to D. So the D kick is the exact same, but a kind of bit different because you can flatten the sound to make it a bit more interesting. What I mean by that is if you use the same method and go D, 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 it kind of sounds like it's a little bit of a hi-hat into it as well, because that's using the same method as the previous 4, because the same way you go T, and your tongue touches your teeth, same way it works with D. If you think about it, when you say a letter beginning with D, like do or even D, you can feel it. You can feel, if you say it slowly, your tongue hits there. D, D, D. And that's basically where you want to get to. You want to get that tongue to just like, get your tongue to basically put pressure up against the teeth. D, 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 but it's got a kind of, that at the minute has got a little bit of a hi-hat kind of thing going. It's fine when you're doing combos like and stuff like that, because that's just a quick combo, that's a bit of a B.T.P.D, whatever it's called, but that is a different thing, that can be taught at a different time, because the sound we're trying to get is, and from D, we're trying to go, so it's kind of more of a, you have to flatten the sound, you have to kind of make it sound a bit dead in sense. Speaking of that word, I know it's a bit morbid, but let's use that word as to try and get the D sound as well, because I went over the D, let's try and go for that as well, because if you say the word dead, 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 see, you're getting that D, you're putting pressure up against your like roof of the mouth, like where you say, how you say the letter D, you just want to emphasize that more. D, D, D. And then you basically want to kind of feel a bit of a hollow mouth in sense, and you want to get it lower. Mate, I drop my jaw when I do it. Because if you see, I go, which you can do, but that is just a higher thing. So if in a beat, instead of going, it sounds cooler going, in my opinion anyway, but you can use both. So that's it. Those are the 5 sounds, quick and easy tutorial on the B.T.F.P.D, the bass drum, hi-hat, drum, dry kick. Nice and simple, and like I said, if you start at the beginning, I mean, that's where I started at the beginning, you get more and more and more and more better. It's all about progression. Progression is key. So yeah, that's basically it. 5 sounds, nice easy sounds to learn, and then we'll learn K snares, we'll learn PF snares, we'll learn all that in the future. So keep subscribed, keep updated, turn that notification on, because otherwise you won't know when I've posted a new video and you'll be out of the loop. If you get stuck on anything, leave a comment below. Also make sure to like the video, and I hope you enjoyed. So yeah, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you on the flip side. Boom, boom. Boom, boom.